Balls Deep Value, back at it again. Today we are reviewing Pershing Square Tontine Holdings. This is quite the SPAC of popularity, the biggest SPAC of all time, $5 billion in the trust, Bill Ackman, and this thing has been getting a lot of hype recently. We've had a couple updates that have a lot of people expecting the deal within the next week or two, possibly 3. And if that doesn't happen due to the circumstances of what Psth have had happen, they will be moving on to the next target, which would be a big disappointment for a lot of people. People have been bag holding this thing. A lot of people jumped in here at the top. I feel like the top might have been 32, 33 at one point. I don't think StockTwits is going to show us an exact highest. Looks like 34.10. I am wrong. So a lot of people bag holding back in January, February when this thing was at its all-time high, and then we saw the growth stocks get hammered, SPACs get hammered, the rotation into the different sectors, and a lot of people that are in SPACs and these young immature companies that have huge potential over the next 5 to 10 years. I mean, the future earnings are just looking amazing for some of these new SPACs. There's been a lot of amazing deals and a lot of deals that aren't so amazing, but this one indeed has a lot of hype. It definitely has the most followers on social media, and I really like what I'm seeing here. I do have a small position that consists of options and some underlying stock. A lot of the options that I have were more or less YOLO short-term calls, just because of how destroyed my profile got in the last 6 months. It hasn't been pretty. So that being said, Bill Ackman, we need you to save us, and we would all appreciate an amazing target. So let's get into it, and we'll start today by just looking through the board. Oh, I love these pictures right here. Anytime people superimpose Bill Ackman doing some amazing shit, it just cracks me up. So we got Teddy Bear Slayer. is tomorrow today already? Yeah, a lot of people taking the 3-day weekend. Let's see, the DA can't be today because it's tomorrow. I mean, does it get any better than some of these messages and some of the discussions on here? I just can't get enough. The Starlink rumor. Starlink copium makes me want to buy more leaps, but the Subway copium makes me want to scale out my position. To be honest, if it was Subway, I mean, I don't know. I'd almost rather it be Subway than Inspire Brands. I know fundamentally that doesn't make much sense, but just for the sheer reaction, I wouldn't be surprised if it became almost like a meme stock and we saw some short-term returns. As far as going long on Subway, I don't know the fundamentals. I feel like they've had consistent year-over-year growth, except probably during the pandemic. I would imagine they probably took a haircut, but I could be wrong. So a lot of optimism for this DA to be coming this week, potentially in the next few days. I can't get enough of StockTwits. I find this board to be a great place to go to just to hear people's opinion and some of the memes. Oh man, Starlink pending. I don't think people understand. Like, I had one guy break down like the real fundamentals of Starlink and how obviously Bill wants a minority stake in a durable growth company, or he's also laid out 3 or 4 other options or routes that he's willing to take a minority stake in. I won't go over it. I'm sure you guys are well aware of his potential targets. But what I will say is somebody broke down Starlink, and they were actually really, I would say, almost bearish if you really just looked at the actual company and them not really having earnings, the fact that they're losing almost $2,000 per customer. I think that has to do with like the customer acquisition, the building of the satellites. They're just not going to turn a profit for a while. Anyways, it was just a long explanation of, one, how it's really not realistic that we would get Starlink, but two, if we did, how it might not be as attractive. And I say, fuck that. If it's Starlink, just on the hype itself, on the Elon hype, that shit's real. People would lose their minds, and I wouldn't be surprised if we hit the 60 to 100 range, and who knows from there, to be honest, depending on the valuation and the actual investment deck. Like, it could really be it would really ignite the Spac market, which is really good because we still have some really big ones out there. Obviously, the Goldman Sachs is one. All of Chamath's Spacs, which he has, I think. SoFi just voted the other day, so we have IPOD, IPOF. Those are hanging in the balance. I'll do a video on those. I won't get too much into those, but yeah, it could reignite the SPAC market. And it looks like Trader Joe's. I've heard this one. I've heard Lego, which is very kind of out of left field. Oh yeah, this is great. Willy Wonka and Spackman Unicorn. Yep. Yeah, so it was Trader Gus. Yeah, I see this guy. He's talking about the warrants, the 2-9 warrants, and a lot of people have a lot of confusion on like maybe selling covered calls and like how these warrants are executed. And there is an explanation, obviously, on Pershing Square's website, but it's definitely not as clear as it could be, especially when you're getting into some more of these complicated trades, like how long you're holding the underlining, like when they're going to set it up, and obviously hold through the merger to get the 2-9 deleveraging from the shares. It's a little confusing. It's a little bit above my knowledge as far as a trader. I'm pretty new myself. But yeah, so he's definitely somebody I've seen around. Let's see. So Stripe obviously is a big one. Bloomberg, those are kind of neck and neck, I feel like, as far as what people feel we're going to merge with. And then obviously we have some of the bigger opium ones, like obviously, SpaceX decoupling Starlink, so it would be Starlink. And then obviously SpaceX would be insane. It would break StockTwits, or basically it would break the stock market. But we have some other really interesting ones. This is interesting. This is a Bellator video, and it really doesn't have anything to do with anything other than it's not how you start, it's how you finish. That's me in February, just fucking getting destroyed. So maybe, I don't know, maybe that guy gets back up and high kicks him. But somebody's made a comment about UFC before, about UFC going public. I thought that was interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of controversy right now with the Starlink rumor and a potential FCC ruling. I can't think of the name of the company that was looking for a decision or something from the FCC before maybe there's like a court action. Here we go, a bunch of people talking PSTH. All right, let's see what else. Starlink makes me feel so horny. Yeah, me too, buddy, me too. Could lead to internet, TV, streaming networks, mobile service, smart. I mean, the one thing you have to think about is like Tesla, 10 years ago, a lot of people didn't realize that, yeah, he was building a car company, but in the end, he was building a technology company. And I think that Starlink, in the same way, retrospectively, could kind of have that same kind of surrounding like technology that we just don't realize the amount of future upgradability that Starlink has, and the way that they're going to be able to monetize with being able to deliver internet and service, just really leads to some like awesome future opportunities. And this notion that, yeah, they don't necessarily have revenue right now and they're not making money. I mean, that's true in the short term, but in the long term, I mean, this is about as growth as you can get, because being connected and the type of a company it is, it's just, I could go on and on about how attractive it is for me, at least. And let's see. Oh, looks like Overwatch is telling me there's a game open. We're going to get rid of that because we're deep into this PSTH. 7 hours till DM, 6 a.m. This goes parabolic. Yeah, see, I don't know if he has, well, this is his first SPAC, but I don't know if there's a lot of history for, I guess news could drop, and everything could be signed, and it could definitely at 6 a.m. something hit on the Bloomberg terminal. And then all of a sudden, 10 a.m. he announces the deal, from wherever. Yeah, parabolic indeed. There would be a buying frenzy, and definitely depending on the target, parabolic is an understatement. A lot of people have their trades set up ahead of time. So some people have said they're definitely taking profits at 40, depending on the target. They're cutting their position in half. A lot of people are just going to let their winners ride. So it's going to be interesting to find out. All right, Elon's birthday's the 28th. 5 billion is for Billy Boy. All right, that's good. Bill Ackman, eat ramen noodles today. Yeah, so we had the unicorn memes posted, and those were going around for a couple weeks. And then he said something about pudding before that, and then he said something about elephants. This board went crazy with elephants. And then a couple days ago, we just had boobs everywhere, which was pretty awesome too. Let's see. Stripe was not mature enough. The manager trolled us relentlessly. Airbnb. So yeah, Airbnb, he was in talks with last year. Bloomberg denied rumors. Oh, this is another one. Inspire, obviously, they have 5 or 6 companies underneath them. Dunkin' Donuts. There are amazing brands underneath Inspire brands. Let's see. It's a multi-branded customer chain. Let's take a look about us. So they are 27 billion in sales, 32,000. Okay, shit. I only saw like the 10 popular ones. 3,200 franchises, second largest. I mean, this is kind of, I've heard the argument, this is more, Bill Ackman's style. He's very much, he wants something that is recession proof, something that has pricing power. I really feel like, it's probably not off of the table. I don't know. That's definitely one. Brands. There we go. Subsidiaries. So here we go. Dunkin', Buffalo, Arby's, Jimmy John's, Sonic, Baskin Robbins, Rusty Taco. I mean, these are just like some of the recognizable ones. So that is a possibility. All right. And obviously Bloomberg, some people are really excited for that. I myself, I guess Bloomberg would be a great target. It'd be better than something that, somebody didn't really expect and the stock just kind of traded sideways. That would be a very big disappointment, especially considering that we were, kind of at I would say resistance of like 30, 32 for a very long time and, a high of 34, 35. So Chick-fil-A, a lot of controversy about that. I feel like that might be the diamond in the rough, like the black sheep. If he brings Chick-fil-A public, I feel like Wall Street would get behind it, and this could easily hit 60 to 70. But what do I know? All right, hopefully Lucky coming at 5 billion in cash. Yeah, let's do it. So they also have the option, Pershing Square, to I think add another. Was it 1 to 5 billion of their own capital? But I feel like I heard them talk about other people like participating in the pipe, and it's just Pershing Square. Okay, here we go. The boobies. I love it. Loading up more options tomorrow. 25 cent. Okay, 25C. October. PST Tuesday. It's about to rocket. Yep, here goes the elephants. I love it. TA tomorrow. Players losing their minds. Yep. So the OGs, yeah. So there are a lot of people that jumped in at NAV when Pershing Square came out last year, and I don't want to say they've been bag holding this, but this has been a huge opportunity cost for a lot of people, especially people that have commons, especially people that have warrants. A lot of money's been tied up here, so investors really, really need a home run to be hit by Bill the Spacman Ackman. All right, a couple of weeks of standard. Okay, I don't know, man. Me myself, I feel like it's gonna be this week, but who knows? Spotted a unicorn in a yard today. I guess D is tomorrow. I like your style. Was in local cafe. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Lego, yeah, it's an odd one. Diamond hands. All right. Oh, love it. Real banger, yeah. Diamond hands. Okay, guy hugging a unicorn. All right. the mistake of playing the PSH investor call for my wife and read it as it could take 6 weeks. Fuck. Well, hopefully she'll hang on for you, buddy, because you'll make her rich. King Chamath runs escape imminent death by Bill Ackman's army. Yeah, or Chamath fucking releases iPod and IPOF this Thursday and drops Impossible Foods and Reddit for IPOD, and then PSTH gets like some random bullshit, and then people lose their minds. That would not be ideal, but hey, Bill, if you need some pointers, give me a call. Man, these two guys literally, like, I've been following Chamath for a while. I watch a lot of the All In podcast, and just, he doesn't seem like the type of person to, I mean, yeah, they've speculated just because, like, you know, maybe a good valuation they could grab Equinox, but I really feel like he almost leaked that rumor just to, like, bust out the shorts, you know, like maybe he already had, I feel like he's had something in the bag, and maybe Equinox is for like one of his IPO through J that, you know, he's going to be coming out with. I feel like he's had these targets locked in, and we're going to find something this week. All right, here we go. Back to it, boys. Third week of hoping I miss. Check since Friday. What will tomorrow have stored for us? Yeah, okay, there we go. Someone knows something. Yeah, dude, these months, like, I'm telling you, there's been no like legit rumors, man. Like, from anything from Chamath Spacs besides that bullshit Equinox, which I feel like was leaked, but Pershing Square, man, they have a small team, and the fact that they've been working on this since what, September. I mean, they have their people on lock, and I feel like it's the move to make, especially if it's like one of these iconic companies, quote unquote, from Bill Ackman's mouth. So just in this time, in 15 minutes, we have 5 new PSTH posts. So I feel like I've said enough for now. I will chicken legs. I will revisit tomorrow and post another video, and probably do one on PSTH and just do some more comments and have some fun. But let's read this last one right here. This is, you know, the one thing I really like about stocktwits. You get a lot of people that have been trading a long time, but also, you know, you can tell, you know, a lot of times people's level as far as their exposure and the length of time they've had the stock market just from like their posts. And there's just a lot of really good information. Like if you're good at being able to understand and taking things with a grain of salt, but like you can find the general like feeling of maybe like what the market is perceiving and what the market maybe or might do as far as at least on the retail side, and maybe a little bit on the bigger side too, just by kind of feeling out people's comments and kind of staying active. So I really enjoy it, and I think I might start doing these videos more often, just because for me it's fun, and that's, you know, what else is there to do right now while I'm waiting for some of these SPACs to pop, so I can basically not be a bag holder anymore and make back some of this money I lost, because it was brutal. So Bloomberg, vision with the future, trading arm, stocks and crypto most likely. Okay, Starlink is possible based on Elon's tweets. It does not fit his timeline. Things can always change. They have a huge order flow for Starlink. It can be profitable in the very near future with numerous applications for technology going forward. I agree totally. Stripe, but this is the problem, the valuation. Now, if he was able to lock in a deal based in September before maybe these new rounds of funding, maybe the valuation wouldn't kill us, but 100 billion and for a 5 billion trust, it's like, even if you put in 5 billion and we got like 10%, you know, the stock trading at what it's at right now might be like a fair value if you really broke everything down. But the hype with Stripe and everything being it's a technology play, I feel like we would get an initial pop on DA, and then we might end up, you know, trading at a fair value, whatever that is. Looks like this guy says any food play is highly unlikely based on the team members, while Ackman is definitive proven track record with food and hospitality believes that this diversification. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, he's already pretty heavy, overweighted in like restaurants. He sold Starbucks in his main fund and just rebought Domino's because he felt like it was undervalued. So that makes sense, but you know, that's his opinion. So we'll see. What else do we got? Lotar Ogar, bringing it back to World of Warcraft. Okay, we got 9 comments here. I don't know what you're saying, but it sounds all right. Hey, there you go. It means victory or death. It's a battle cry. There you go. Educating them. Let them know. All right, Zug Zug. Yeah, Cowabunga. That's a little off-brand, but I'll give you a like. All right. All right, let's get out of here. We're approaching 20 minutes for this video, and I'm sure that is a long time to listen to me talk about nothing. But let me just get through a few more. 8 more days, won't know the answer. Yeah, this is a big one. So if you don't know, the timeline that was given this week would be basically 2 weeks since the video he did with, I think, the lady from the Wall Street Journal, when she was able to kind of get out of him that, he's been working on her target since, late last year. It's the same complex target. And he said either we're going to get a deal or we're going to move on. And if you're thinking about trading PSTH or you have PSTH, I feel like the general market will not respond well if, in fact, they hear that a deal has gone through. I feel like we will probably visit some all-time lows, 23, 22. I feel like people are going to know that this is going to take maybe another 4 to 6 months for a good target to become finalized. So people are going to not want to just let their money sit. They're going to rotate out and they're going to make trades and they're going to try to at least be able to make money on their money instead of sidelining it and losing the opportunity cost. So I'm not saying his back's up against the wall, because ultimately, they're going to end up, getting that unicorn and that minority stake in a good durable growth company or growable company that he is targeting. But as far as the stock, and if you're holding, you just need to be aware of these type of things because things change quickly. But you also don't want to miss your opportunity. So, I would definitely just be paying attention every day and see what happens. Oh yeah, I would definitely stick myself between those two grannies, and I do that every day for the rest of my life if the DA is tomorrow and my options hit. I have a little bit out of the money options. So for me, for things to be really sweet, I would love to see anywhere between 60 and up. If that happens, I'm going to definitely be very happy. And more Elon Musk stuff. Let's see, what else do we have? And this is going all the way back till today. I'd like to try to get through all of today before I end this video. There's more of the tits. There's more of the beautiful women everywhere. Target is truly an iconic company. Our chances, the fact that it's phenomenal, great business, make me hold my position. Agreed, sir. Agreed. Happy Memorial Day. Porsche. Yeah, this is another one that people have spoken about. I don't necessarily know a lot about Porsche, but it sounds like this article from this guy is saying that they're looking to IPO, and I don't know. He says it's still in the running for me. I don't know how well Porsche would do. I feel like it's doesn't really fit, but who knows. And I like that. I would like to be the chair right now. Price target for DA, I'd say 35 depending on target. Yeah, we talked about this earlier in the video. I feel like 60 is more reasonable as long as it's a decent target. We'll hit 34 of a rap video. Yeah, maybe they should merge with Travis Scott. Maybe we can hit 100. Oh my God, what is that? Jesus Christ, tomorrow. Some reading if interested. All right, so this is the Starlink and SpaceX. Looks like this is some information on that, and I like it. And we're going to 10 this morning. It's talking about the SEC regulations. Okay. We have the technology. They're going to take aliens public. I say let's do it. Here's some information on a roadmap. Okay, DA today. I like the Ackman. I like it. Why does companies need Ackman? Money. And I feel like, man, if it hits this week, it's going to be beautiful. Okay, this is interesting. In case of no DA, do you think Bill will announce the no target? I think he will. I don't think he'll be very quick to do it, but I think there'll be like another interview and it will be like an off topic, and he will definitely get questioned about a Spac and he will bring it up. But I think people will know in like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, if there's been no news, that they're on to the next. And maybe he will come out and say something right away. So, and oh yeah, we need 20% gain to match S&P for the year. So if you were just all in on this Spac, looks like the S&P would have a 21% gain. and they're basically comparing that to the gains that you would not have in PSTH right now unless we hit a good target and we see a doubling effect, which could happen because of the Lambo. Can happen. We could see a 10 bagger easily, and depending on how you're trading this, it can be very profitable. But he has told everybody on the interview he doesn't want people buying short dated options. So guess what? People are buying short dated options. I guarantee it. It's worth it, man. All right, so we're getting in 7 a.m. I think that's going to do it. Okay, here's that article. Viasat asks FCC to halt SpaceX Starlink because it can't compete. Okay, whatever. We'll fucking grow a pair and fucking, become a badass and then fucking learn how to compete. I mean, who can compete with fucking SpaceX and Starlink, dude, and fucking Elon? I mean, this motherfucker is legit. So don't blame him and go crying to the FCC because you can't get your satellites in orbit. That's what it's all about. So guess what? SpaceX Starlink mega constellation environmental problem. FCC says no. Okay, so it looks like we're starting to see a lot of information about Starlink. They are starting to really expand into a robust network. So I guess the timing could make sense with them going public. And if they do, oh man, I wonder what the ticker would be. STNK, or I think Link and Star are obviously taken, but that would be beautiful. Well, all right, Tauntards, I am wrapping this video up at, looks like 26 minutes so far. Let's go back up to the top real quick and just see what people have posted since I started. And StockTwits is basically telling me no deal. Okay, boom, flex. Tag, bull trade. No, it's the second quarter. Worst case scenario, deal in Q4. Yeah, second quarter of next year. Oof, that's when I think the Spac expires. They can obviously file for an extension, or maybe not. I'm not sure how that works with this one. PST, get the TA. Yeah, we're gonna be popping bottles, bruh. All right, y'all. Well, it's been a pleasure. Hopefully, what I've said is, helped some people. I'm sure, there's not a lot of new people to the stock here. If there is, well, ask me any questions. I can help the best I can, and I will make another video tomorrow talking more about Pershing Square until we get a DA. All right, everybody. Take care. Like my video. Subscribe if you want. This is going to be like a new channel where I start just posting videos of random stocks, and we're just going to see how it goes, man. So, all right, you guys. Peace.